Jacksonville's #1 hit music station. I'm Mark Kaye. Hey, thanks for joining us today, man. Day before Thanksgiving. I am so thankful that I don't have to work tomorrow. Maybe that's why they call it Thanksgiving, because nobody has to work. My name is Mark Kaye. I'm the host of the Big 8 Morning Mess on 95.1 WAPE, and I also host the Mark Kaye Show, which is syndicated in 4 markets. It's a Sunday talk show on news talk stations around the country. I realized I was good at radio when everybody above me got fired and they just moved me into their slot. In fact, that's the real success, not just in radio, but in life. Just be good enough where you don't get fired, and when the people above you inevitably get fired or quit, they'll just move you up, and eventually you'll be running the company. In the next 10 years, radio is going to change just like every other industry. There, digital and social is going to be a big impact, but radio, as a result, is way far ahead of the game. Radio is the original social media. It's the only medium where somebody can broadcast something and get instant feedback from callers. You don't do that with newspaper or TV. So radio is poised to dominate in the next big industry, which is social media and digital media. So that you're already seeing a switch from radio, from the old, AM, FM airwaves to a digital delivery system. But it's going to be, it's the same product, just a different way for people to ingest it. I don't worry about podcasts or anything like that. I mean, the thing about radio is it always is going to require someone who's talented. And whether it's a podcast or a video or an old-fashioned broadcast, whatever it is, if you're not entertaining and informative, and if people don't like you or want to watch you, if you can't inspire emotion in somebody, you're not going to succeed. So again, a microphone can be plugged into anything, a radio transmitter or a computer to record a podcast. But if you don't have the goods, it doesn't matter. And I feel like I have something to offer people. So hopefully no matter what form radio takes or broadcasting takes, I'll be able to find a spot in that world. For people starting out in radio or wanting to get into radio, I give them the same piece of advice I give everybody. Learn everything about everything. When I started in radio, I was alone in the studio most nights, so I would read all the sales packets and I would wander around and poke through people's desks and just figure out what everyone did. I'd sit at the computer and try to create my own, parody songs and stuff. The more you can do, the more valuable you become. And the people with the majority of skills, the people that can do the most things, are the people that are going to dominate in this industry, and already do. It's exciting because radio, for the most part, is still pretty local. But every time you post something on Facebook or Twitter, I do a lot of Periscope and Facebook live streaming, Snapchat, for example. That's all international. So I actually have a bigger audience on my Snapchat than I do on my local radio show. So if I could figure out a way to make my radio show more of a global phenomenon, I'd be pretty happy with that. Or that people tend that they find a new app and they try to change to fit the app, when really you should change the app to fit what you do. Remember, whether it's Snapchat or Facebook or radio or TV or a blog, it's all just content that you create. It's just a different way to distribute that same branded content. If you want to get in touch with me, you can go to markkaye.com. That's MarkKaye.com. I'm also Mark Kaye on Snapchat, Facebook. Just Google Mark Kaye, and there'll be some safe for work photos that you can check out as well.